Aloha, and this is Willow Ariella, in case you didn't know that. I created this video so in case you might find it helpful to talk about some tips and information regarding the weekly discussion questions and answers. So the first thing is that I consider the weekly discussion questions and answers part of the course more or less the heart of the course. This is where you reflect on the readings for the course, analyze them, reflect on them, discuss them with each other, and really dig deeper into the material. So this is where a lot of the information about the course occurs between you and your classmates and myself. It's designed to be very similar to having a classroom discussion, but instead of occurring at that time in the classroom over a period of 30 minutes or however much the instructor has allotted, it occurs over a week's period. And so essentially it's intended to be similar to a face-to-face discussion about issues and the readings with your classmates. So you would want to post your answers no later than the due date, your 3 answers, and then you post your replies, your responses to 2 of your classmates, 2 people in the class, to their answers, preferably all of their answers, and then you would come back a couple days later and post replies to people who responded to your answers. So the discussion about the material occurs over a week's time instead of in one class period or 2 class periods at the most. So some important tips. These are meant to be substantive answers, not merely short answers. So substantive means that you really discuss things, reflect on the material, and even ask questions. I wasn't really sure what the author was saying here. What do you think? Or this is kind of my interpretation, and this is kind of how it affected me. How did it affect you? That sort of thing. If you look in the grading rubric, you'll see that I ask for a minimum of 10 sentences in order to get the most points. I do not think a good, healthy discussion can occur in less than 10 sentences, so that's why I have that requirement there. So please know that you need a minimum of 10 sentences for each answer. More is definitely better, but you don't need pages and pages of answers, but definitely 10 or more sentences. You need to use the reading materials as well as any other, preferably peer-reviewed materials. I'm not really a big fan of any website out there, just any at random, but peer-reviewed materials are the best. So if you do quote something, and please don't just string a bunch of quotes together and not discuss what you quoted, but if you do quote something, you need to put that in quotation marks, and you need to put the author and the page of the text. That is for 2 reasons. One is that is appropriate APA citation requirements, and it's also to let your classmates know where you got that information so that they can go look at it and read it and kind of digest it for themselves, and then perhaps reflect on it and see what they think about it. So there are 2 important reasons to put the page number and the author that you're quoting, and if you paraphrase, you need to do the same thing. And so, like I said, don't just merely string a bunch of quotes together and have that be your answer. You need to discuss or talk about what you read. What does it mean to you? How do you feel about it? Like I said, ask questions if you're not clear. It's really your opportunity to kind of dig deeper into the material and get your understanding across to me and your classmates. So encourage you to discuss things, reflect on things, analyze things, use dictionaries. So if you come across a word that you don't know the meaning of, please use a dictionary. And don't use Wikipedia, please. Use a regular dictionary that's published in a book form by Webster or Oxford or something like that. Or you can usually find online dictionaries either through the library or another online source that is actually dictionary material, not just Wikipedia. So do take time, instead of going to class and sitting in class for 3 hours a week. I encourage you to use those 3 hours to really formulate good substantive answers to the questions, and then formulate good substantive responses to your classmates to really dig into this material. And so you don't necessarily have to take a full 3 hours, but since you don't have to sit in class, you have that extra time that you can use to formulate working on your answers. So please let me know if you found this video helpful, or if there's something else that you think I should include in it. But those are some tips and an overview of the weekly discussions. So I look forward to reading your answers and seeing what y'all are interested in talking about, and what you say to each other as well, and then for us all to reflect on the material. All right, let's go to it and post your questions if you have any in the student questions area. Classmates, if you have an answer, please do respond, and then I read through those too, and if I think of something to add, then I will certainly do that. All right, thank you, and good luck, and aloha.